Hello guys, good morning. Today, i-share ko yung tungkol sa COVID-19. According sa World Health Organization, COVID-19 just renames the so-called 2019 novel coronavirus. COVID-19 means coronavirus disease. It was called novel kasi ito yung bagong coronavirus na na-discover in 2019. Then, i-share ko dito yung ilan na yung taong positive or confirmed this kind of virus, and then ilan yung namatay na at ilan yung na-recover globally. Pati yung Philippines na under persons under investigation, at saka yung message as a privilege speech ni nung Ministry ng Health. Guys, ito yung confirmed cases by country or region. A total of 60,347. Ito yung mga country yan. 59,822 sa mainland China. Then 175 others, so bilong na tayo dyan, Philippines. Then 50 Singapore, 50 Hong Kong, 33 Thailand, 28 South Korea, then 28 sa Japan, 18 sa Malaysia, 18 sa Taiwan, 16 sa Germany, 16 sa Vietnam, 15 sa Australia, 14 sa US, 11 sa France, 10 Macau, 9 sa UK, and then United Arab Emirates. Ito yung updated na data as of February 13 ng 8 ng morning. So yan yung isa natin guys sa map. Yan yung mga red na yan, yun yung mga affected country. Yan, makikita mo dyan. Philippines, yan, di naman na masyadong nilagay, pero may small dot din. Yung total deaths, yan na, 1,369 na. Yan yung mga country na yan. Then, ang naka-recover, 6,122. Philippines is not included kasi yung namatay sa atin, China national yun. As of February 12 naman, dito sa Philippines, sabi ng DOH, ito daw yung data. So, a total of 382 yung person under investigation, and then 196 ang tested negative, and were already cleared, so meaning 51% tested negative. So, naka-recover sila, so nakalabas ng mga yan. Tested daw na positive sa atin, and then yung ibang 183 suspected cases daw is still awaiting the result of laboratory test. So yung mostly doon na mga under ng yung mga persons under investigations were reported in Metro Manila, Central Visayas, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, and Western Visayas. Yan guys, as I mentioned kanina, na i-share ko yung privilege speech ni Gan Kim Yong, yung Ministry of Health ng Singapore. Politician din siya ng Singapore. Yan natin.
Regularly wash our hands with soap and water and avoid touching our face with our hands. Even at a meeting when we have on this ministry task force, while I was speaking, I was touching my face until Minister Lawrence Wong nudged me with his elbow and said, "Stop touching your face." I know about this novel coronavirus. This virus comes from the family of coronavirus, which includes other viruses such as MERS and SARS, as well as the milder variants causing common cold. The medical consensus at this moment is that the novel coronavirus is more transmissible but appears less deadly than SARS. Evidence suggests that the rate of human-to-human transmission of this virus appears to be higher than that of SARS. For now, the evidence also suggests that transmission is mostly via droplets. What this means is that the virus is carried within droplets emitted from an infected person over a short distance, such as when a person coughs or sneezes. If these droplets come into contact with the eyes, nose, or mouth of an individual, directly or indirectly through hands that have come into suggest that the virus is airborne. There are other viruses, such as the chickenpox, which can easily be transported via air currents, and do not require droplets to contact the eyes or nose. The novel coronavirus is not in this category of viruses. The novel coronavirus could also transmit through surface contact. Let me explain. When a person sneezes or coughs, the droplets fall onto the surfaces of tables and chairs, and the virus may remain alive for up to a few days. When someone else touches the surfaces of these tables and chairs, the virus can be transferred to his hands, and if he then rubs his eyes or nose without washing his hands, he may become infected. So we should wash our hands. This is also why we only quarantine the close contacts of confirmed cases. For more transient contacts, such as individuals that the confirmed cases may have walked past in malls or hotels, the risk of transmission is low. For coronavirus generally, the person is most infectious when he is displaying symptoms, or what we call symptomatic. And this is likely to be the case for the novel coronavirus as well. There is evidence of limited spread from a person without symptoms during the incubation period. However, this form of transmission may be uncommon and has so far involved isolated cases only. At this point, the evidence still points towards higher transmissibility when the person is displaying symptoms. As such, medical professionals, both overseas and in Singapore, have advised that the most effective way that we can protect ourselves is to practice good personal hygiene. We should regularly wash our hands with soap and water and avoid touching our face with our hands. These may sound simple, but actually they're very difficult to do because all of us touch our face all the time. Even at a meeting when we have on this ministry task force, while I was speaking, I was touching my face until Minister Lawrence Wong nudged me with his elbow and said, "Stop touching your face." So it is simple but extremely difficult, but are actually very effective in preventing all kinds of infection. Potential infection from asymptomatic persons, in fact, is less likely to be from coughing or sneezing directly because they don't have symptoms. They are not sneezing or coughing, but more likely by touching contaminated surfaces, for which masks offer no protection. Wearing a mask when we are well often gives us a false sense of security instead, and we are more likely to touch our faces when we constantly adjust our masks, which is one way the disease spreads. At the same time, we need to protect others, our loved ones, friends, colleagues, and fellow Singaporeans that we come into contact with. If we are sick, we should rest and recover at home as far as possible. If we do need to go out to see a doctor, for example, we should wear a surgical mask to protect others. So this is when mask is needed.